Hello guys, Wahoo here, back in another video, this time around with the community letter for December. Yes, it is the holiday season, and I just want to mention this before we get into all of this community letter. There is a video, and I will link it in the description, also with the letter itself. I will link that in the description as well. But the video I have in the description, and you probably already know, and also put it as probably as a card, is that I do have a giveaway in cooperation with the devs that you will be entering a giveaway if you put a comment in the video. So very simple, very easy. Just put in your name and also the region you're in and also what platform you play on. But it's all described in the video as well. You can still sign up. I only just picked the 4th winner because it's the 4th of December. So make sure you go ahead and check that stuff out just so you guys can enter and get some stuff as well. It would not be something I've been trading in-game. It's just that I mentioned the name for the devs and the devs automatically add it to your account. That's why it's also working on every other platform than PC. So make sure you go ahead and sign up. The presents, I was about to say, but it's kind of presents, I guess, is only gonna get wilder and wilder as we go through, and they're already pretty wild, I think so as well. But stay tuned and you will see it as well. I'll post some more on the Discord going forward, but just keep that in mind. But the community letter, as I said, it's in the description if you want to go and read it yourself, but I'll go over everything right here. So we're starting out, of course, with the recap. We have the Friendsgiving that we just ended. They actually put a few extra days on it, so we actually could reach a little bit more of a goal for the community event they had going on at the same time, which was actually super, super awesome. And I hope that they're going to bring it back at some point, but we'll see what happens in the future. I think it was a great addition to that, and I think it can be evolved a little bit, but you know, maybe they can cook something up. But if it's gonna stay the same, I'm pretty satisfied what it was actually. But yeah, Friendsgiving is always amazing. You know, lots of experience and just having a lot of fun. And I actually played it a lot. This, you know, some of the events you kind of like, you know, you not do too much with it, and some of them you just like really love, and Friendsgiving is definitely one of them I really love. I love going into the hub and then basically just going around the table and eating all the food and getting all that experience. It's super awesome. I love it very much. And also the quest line was actually pretty awesome, kind of bringing all the previous events back, like the NPCs of it, so kind of bringing people together, as Thanksgiving is sort of the theme for, right? Then we also had the Radiant Pathfinder, where we got the Draconic Pathfinder, basically the wiki for dragons on the server now, and I still feel they could do a little bit more of it. I still feel like it's very cramped in there in the UI itself. I think like it should be moved out a little bit, but we'll see what happens. You know, I'm giving that feedback a bunch of times, so we'll see if they can even do that. I don't know, but it just feels very cramped and kind of just sort of doesn't feel as polished. I feel like they could have done a better look wise. I think it's amazing how they turned out, like how you're gonna find everything, because it actually has everything in every information in there. But I do feel like it's kind of missing a few key points, and I will of course also address those. You know, in a future video I will of course address these, but basically I feel like there should be a way for you to find people that also basically the social update I'm kind of referring to, but I kind of repeat myself giving that information. But I hopefully they'll do something. We know there's going to be more Pathfinders. There's going to be more wikis in game that you can kind of search everything for. We don't know what the next one is. Maybe it's going to be something with an allies. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. I haven't any idea yet. We haven't heard anything, and we don't know when the next one is coming. So we'll see what happens. But then the community goal, that was the one with the basically you donated your Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving coins, and then you got a leaderboard and all that stuff, and we managed to get up to 3 bonus days, and it will start this Friday. So actually tomorrow it will start. So basically the bonus bonanza days is basically all the bonuses are active at the same day. So we're gonna have that for 3 days, so whole weekend, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, all the bonuses are going to be active. So it's not only going to be like extra dragon fragments tomorrow, it's also going to be all the other days, you know, Mondays, Tuesdays, whatever the bonus are, is going to be there at the same time. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we're just going to have it all. So you can do basically everything you want to. If you want to farm experience, you can do it in 3 days in a row, like for the extra experience. It's actually experience week as well. So you're going to have lots of experience there. So make sure you do those double XP potions, right? and so forth and so forth. So super, super awesome. You can do basically all you want on this whole thing. So 3 days is absolutely super awesome that we at least got 3 days. And they also extended a little bit because I feel like we were almost hitting those 3 days and they kind of wanted people to do that as well. But that was the recap. Now we can move into the upcoming. Yes, we are gonna have, of course, Snowfest 2025, and it's gonna be Snowvation. So Snowvation is going to be the theme of it, and basically it's gonna be Snowfest, but it's kind of Snowvation. And they do talk a little bit about it right here. Some familiar faces, kind of course, bringing some of that stuff back that people hasn't, gotten yet if they started playing this year, and so forth. But something I feel like is absolutely amazing is the Tales of the Snow Coop. I think that's a community event where you can step into the club created just for this specific event. So we are going to have a club that you can join. I don't think joining being part of it like that. I think it's just going to be like a portal in the hub that you can then enter that specific club. And then it's going to be themed around helping wrapping gifts, playing with the moose, dodging those wild cookies, and also most important, find those sneaky gnomes. So I think it's gonna be a mini game land where you are going to do this. I think this is super awesome, having sort of a community clubs thing that people can interact with each other, play games with each other. I think that's super, super awesome. Also, the Christmas building event is going on right now. So if you click this one right here, it has begun. They have also posted a few things about it. But there's a Christmas build event going on right now where you can win some super awesome stuff. So if you are a great builder, or if you want to try out building for this event, I highly recommend you joining this one and do make something super, super awesome, because these events, usually the building ones, are very, very nice rewards for those indeed. So make sure you, of course, click this one and see what it's all about, the building event. So all the information is in there. So just go ahead and click that one. Then we got the community questions, and we got 3 of them this time around. I feel like there's sort of a smaller questions, but I do have some follow-up that I do want to talk about it, because I've mentioned it before and I just kind of want to mention it once again. I think I did it, I can't remember when I was talking about it, but don't give me, let's not go too deep into that one. I will show you guys what I mean when we get to that question, because it's not the first question. The first question is, would you exclude banned players from the MR leaderboards? They say there's a valid points. They are reviewing how bans are handled in relations with the mastery leaderboards and looking into what they both going forward and retroactive. So I think that no matter if you are number 1 on the the leaderboards, in any leaderboard, doesn't matter what leaderboard it is. I'm just gonna say my opinion about it. If you cheat, I'm not saying anyway, but if maybe you've made a mistake once and kind of duplicated one item or whatever it is, you shouldn't get banned for just accidentally doing it one time. But if you've done it, using third-party add-ons, the ones that make you auto script and all those things, right? If you cheated, if it happens once, sure, it can happen to all of us. We can all kind of just think that it's a good idea and we do it once, and it's kind of, maybe we let it go for a couple of hours and that's it. In my opinion, we all can learn and we can all be better. But if you continuously use it for a longer time, even just a couple of times, you are aware that it is cheating. If you're not, then I don't know what's going on. But I'm just gonna say it right here. That means that you should get banned, and you should get removed everything you have if you cheat. There's no question about it. It's not, I spend a lot of money on Trove. Well, if you spend a lot of money on Trove, don't cheat. Why are you cheating if you spend all this money? Because there is a chance that you will get banned. That goes for any game. It does not only go for Trove. If you cheat in a video game, there are going to be consequences for it if you get caught, right? And I just want to say that absolutely, you should get banned and everything should be stripped from you, no matter how much money you spend on the game, no matter who you are. If it was me, take everything from me if you find me cheating, which of course you will not, because I'm very much against it, and I don't want to jeopardize my account either, because I like my account and I don't want to have anything happen to it. So I'm not going to cheat, because it's also wrong. But again, I wouldn't just do it just because, hey, maybe I can, get this, whatever it is. Like, I'm okay with not having these things in game if that's the case, right? If I'm not going for it, then yeah, totally 100% take everything from me if you see me cheating. I am that blunt. Like, people that say, oh no, don't report me, I'm not doing anything wrong. Those are the people you should be kind of thinking about. Maybe they're doing something right, because if you don't want to get investigated, then you might have something you want to hide. And if you don't have anything to hide, then you are greatly wanting to, no matter if you get investigated, right? That's the point. All right, then they talk about some Twitch drops. They are coming a little bit. Hopefully we'll get something soon again. I would love to see some Twitch drops quite soon. Maybe some of the old ones, some of the new ones, I don't know. But some of them could be super awesome to get that back. And then they're talking about maybe they can add, since these Twitch drops are more consistent now, they also want to see like some promotional drops that hasn't been around for a long time. And I hope that's going to be the case. They say, great suggestion. We're going to take a look through old promotion rewards and see what's possibly made a comeback, and stay tuned. So that is coming back at some point in some form. I think it's super awesome. I think we should just like get some codes or something like that for some old stuff. I really hope that people are going to very amazingly getting some of these stuff that is not available, and make it available once once in a while. Maybe make that during Sunfest. I know that's a long time from now. It's basically over a half a year, but it could be something that'd be super awesome, that they give out a code that works during Sunfest that kind of gives you some of these more promotional drops, items that's not around very much, and then that makes Sunfest even more special, because you can get those stuff right around there, right? Okay, so that's super awesome. That was just a suggestion, but yeah, hopefully that will be coming back. All right, so the last question, and of course there's also the socials down here and such. Also, if you want your questions answered in the Knicks community, you can go to their Discord, and there's a feedback channel, and you can ask them there if you have something, and some of them are going to make it. So just keep sending those questions, and they will, of course, at some point make it into the community letter. So last one is, any chance that we could see a hub update? We actually did have a hub update not too long ago, but it is getting cramped in there, and that's what I wanted to show you guys. I want to see you kind of my idea to what I feel like should be removed and what we could do with that stuff. Should be a way bigger, and with the Pathfinder update coming out, and they agree that the hub becoming pretty packed over time, and the hub refresh is already on the list. It's not a question if, but when. So we are going to see an update to the hub, and I kind of want to show you what I was kind of pondering in my mind. Should just kind of see what I've been cooking up in my brain, and you guys can put in the comments what you guys feel about should be changing with the hub. So let's jump in game. All right, we are now in the hub, and the things that I have been thinking about is that maybe we should do something about, like, this is already on the road, the martial art thing, and also this one right over here is also on the road. This here behind, I know it has something to do with a quest and stuff like that, when you like kind of the tutorial quest and stuff like that, but that could actually change to be somewhere else. But this building is basically used for absolutely nothing. As far as I know, there is a cubesly, and there is a few things that the leaderboards and the hero and stuff like that. These things could all be changed to be like somewhere else, because this is a really huge building that really doesn't do anything at all. Like, there is nothing in here that really does a lot. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't use this building all the time, so never really. And that could be changed out to basically house this one and also the martial art, and have those behind, like next to each other. They can basically have a plot on this side and on this side. could basically be where they could like move this one back and then have the martial arts on that side. That could be a reason as well. Of course, we have the house over here. That makes a lot of sense. We also have, of course, the going beneath here. That's super, super awesome. That's amazing. And also, of course, there's some stuff that is packed into here, which is super awesome. That doesn't have to be anywhere else. That kind of works. Of course, the Dell building also works where it is. So moving this one is kind of crazy. Like to move it somewhere else should really not be on the road. And then, of course, I feel like Gary here, of course, our little gear crafting guy, he is actually also just cramped upside this building, kind of just put on top of it. It kind of looks like they kind of just placed it and kind of like, oh no, we put it in this building and we don't really know how to move him. But this building right here, yes, it houses like all sorts of things that people don't know if they're just starting playing, but they will know it when they have the key bindings and stuff. And there's also a few things up here, how to play and stuff like that. All that stuff, actually, all these things here, I really feel like they should like remove this building. This one is fine where it kind of is the marketplace here, and I think they could just move it a little. They don't have to move this all the way in the corner, but they could move it like having it right here or whatever. And everything there's in this building could actually be moved right here. Like I feel like they should be making like a staircase going down like right here. Make a staircase that goes underneath this one and make a room that is as big as the fountain, or the what is it called, the size of this underneath, making a room that houses all those things we just saw right over there. Put them right there, because when you spawn in, you are going to look really much forward, and then like if you look forward, this is also kind of a centerpiece sort of a thing. So if you move forward, you are just going to go right into this one and make a room there for all these miscellaneous whatever things these are, and then give some more room for Gary over there. Also, something I think they should also remove is this building right here. Nobody uses, if you use it, I'm sorry, but this is the one where you find all the clubs and stuff like that. And there's some random clubs that are, I think that is being placed here for some reason. I don't think anybody goes here. I think there should be somewhere else where you can actually do that. I know we do have the Paragon stuff, right down here, and that should also still be there, but I feel like the building above here should be changed in some way, or just make it like the Paragon thing with another thing or whatever it could be. But this building can be 100% demolished, and that one in that corner and this one behind here. The dragon thing is absolutely awesome. I think they could do a little bit more with it instead of just having it like that, but it just makes it look like that is where you do dragons. PvP is right over there. It could also be a little bit better, but it does look like it's PvP, right? And then of course I love the the building over here, because it has the above thing and also below thing and all that stuff. I think this building is absolutely perfect, and also the Delve building is pretty awesome where it is, because it just kind of works where it is, because Delve is still like a really big thing in Trove, so I feel like that should be there as well. So really awesome other than that, but yeah, there is some stuff that are just in the way. Like there should be a pathway right here, but there's a big RV in the mix of it. But yeah, and I think that we don't have to have a club. We just have to have a a UI where we can find those clubs. And I know that how are people going to find that? Well, you can also add it to whatever that was down there, and just place it down there in that extra hole down there, if you can say it like that. So yeah, and it's not new to us that there's things that go underground. So yeah, just indicate it that it is going down there as well. And you could say also that there's something missing here, but I feel like that also is awesome because of what's it called, events and all that stuff. So it's not all over there as well. But and the events should also stay as it is right there. So yes, that's my ideas. I know I kind of just rambled a lot, but yeah, just wanted to make sure that you guys knew what I was meaning. Like this building, I could have just said this building, and that building, go away, and that would be it. But yeah, or do something better with the club, whatever it is. But because it is a nice logo in front of it, but yeah, I think that it could be better. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the community letter and also this little extra part right here. I just wanted to mention my ideas for, I feel like, the clutter that is in the hub, and kind of some stuff that I don't feel like really works in the club as it is right now. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!